I think it's important to remember why the outgoing Chancellor has been announcing and implementing very big tax rises. And I think it's for two reasons. Firstly, on the public spending side, there's a desire to spend more on things like health and social care, while at the same time not cutting spending elsewhere, so having an end to the age of austerity. So no cuts to public spending. And alongside that, there's a desire to get government borrowing back down to more normal levels. And if you want borrowing to get back to normal levels and you don't want to cut spending, then you're going to need more tax revenue. And that's why I think Rishi Sunak has been announcing and implementing really quite chunky tax rises.
But we just heard in Rosie's news bulletin, Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, saying he's going to boost the economy, and he thinks that the members of the cabinet who are now calling for tax cuts are simply hypocrites. When you've got a cost of living crisis like we all face right now, sometimes you've got to do the counterintuitive, maybe even economically illogical thing to get that economy going again and help folk listening to this conversation.
I think there's two slightly different issues here. One is about the short term, about helping households through a very difficult time. And I think there you've got to be pretty careful, because injecting lots of cash into an economy which has got supply side constraints is at risk of generating yet more inflation. Over the longer term, if you want to cut taxes, you can do it. What you need to do is identify what's the state doing that we think is a bit marginal, where can we cut back on public spending. Once we've done the public spending cuts, then yes, at that point, you can go for a smaller state and start to cut taxes. And you can, one way of achieving that is perhaps going for a long run growth strategy, but it's not going to get you more money in the near term.